The land of always winter was a land of ice and snow. The sun rarely shone. A giant wall of ice surrounded the land. No one dared to climb it. People told stories about the wall. They said it was the edge of the world. They said terrible monsters lived on the other side. Life was hard in the land of always winter, but the people were kind. They huddled together for warmth. They shared what little food they had. Ali was different. Ali was a curious boy, always asking questions. He would gaze at the ice wall and wonder, what was beyond it? Was there more snow? Were there even more terrible monsters? Ali believed there had to be more. He felt it deep in his heart. One day, Ali decided he couldn't ignore his curiosity any longer. He decided to climb the ice wall and see for himself. He wanted to know what was on the other side. Ali told his parents about his plan. They were worried. They begged him not to go. "It's too dangerous," his mother cried. "No one has ever returned from beyond the wall," his father warned. But Ali was determined. He knew he had to try. He promised his parents he would be careful. He packed some food and warm clothes. He kissed his parents goodbye and set off towards the ice wall. He was afraid, but his curiosity was stronger. The journey to the ice wall was long and lonely. The wind howled like a hungry beast. The snow whipped at Ali's face. He met a kind old woman gathering firewood. She told him stories of the world beyond the wall, stories of sunshine and warmth, of green trees and singing birds. Ali listened, his heart filled with hope. He knew he had to see these wonders for himself. He thanked the old woman and continued his journey, her stories warming him more than any fire. Section 5, the frozen wasteland. The land at the foot of the ice wall was a frozen wasteland. The air was bitterly cold. The silence was deafening. Ali started to climb. The ice was slippery and cold. The wind threatened to rip him from the wall. He clung on with all his might. He climbed for hours, his muscles screaming, his fingers numb. He wanted to give up. He missed his warm bed and his parents' loving embrace. But he remembered the old woman's stories and he found the strength to continue. Section 6, scaling the ice wall. Days turned into nights. Ali climbed higher and higher. He braved blizzards and fought off exhaustion. Finally, he saw it, a faint light shimmering above. With renewed determination, Ali pushed himself harder. He climbed until his hands bled, until his lungs burned. He pulled himself up over the edge of the wall and collapsed, exhausted but triumphant. He had done it. He had climbed the ice wall. Section 7, a world beyond imagination. Ali looked around in amazement. He was bathed in warm sunlight. Before him stretched a land more beautiful than he could have ever imagined. Rolling green hills dotted with colourful flowers stretched as far as the eye could see. Sparkling rivers flowed through lush forests. Birds sang in the trees, their melodies sweeter than any he had ever heard. The air was alive with the scent of flowers and the sound of life. It was a paradise compared to the land of always winter. Section 8, the return. Ali spent days exploring this wonderful new world. He swam in clear lakes and ate sweet berries. He made friends with the animals and learned their secrets. He knew he had to tell everyone back home about this place. He had to show them that there was more to life than the cold and darkness they had always known. With a heavy heart, Ali said goodbye to his new friends and began the long climb down the ice wall. He knew it was time to share his discovery. Section 9, a spark of inspiration. When Ali returned to the land of always winter, he was greeted with astonishment. His parents rushed to embrace him, tears of joy streaming down their faces. Ali told everyone about the world beyond the ice wall. He described the warmth of the sun, the colours of the flowers and the sweetness of the berries. At first, people found it hard to believe him, but they could see the spark in his eyes, the joy in his voice. Slowly, they began to believe. Section 10, the world grows larger. Ali's story spread throughout the land of always winter. It ignited a flame of hope in the hearts of the people. They realized that there was more to life than they had ever dared to dream. Inspired by Ali's courage, they began to follow in his footsteps. They climbed the ice wall and discovered the world beyond. The world was no longer a small, cold place. It was a vast and wonderful place, full of possibilities. Ali's journey taught them the importance of curiosity, perseverance, and the courage to explore the unknown. Because sometimes the greatest discoveries lie just beyond our fears.